mind. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here. Da, da, da. Spidey fans, Spidey fans. Hey, what's up? As a whole, as a half, I enjoy it. As a whole, it does not make me happy. Which is so weird. It's so weird to me because, like, I've been so excited about it. But then other awesome stuff came out and kind of bummed me out. And I think it's just because it's kind of like when your parents are like, I expected more from you. And that's how I feel. Wizards, I expected more from you. Which I understand there was definitely issues. And you can see those issues. And, yeah. But I am excited. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not their fault either, because, like, it was supposed to be a smaller set, so you know that things had to happen and things changed around, and they're like, oh crap, we better, we gotta put this set somewhere in between these other sets. Because that's definitely how it feels. Like, I wish that's not what happened, and it's also like Universe Beyond sets have all been whole worlds just in one set. Basically, we got like the whole entire story of all the Fallout games just in Commander products. So like Spider-Man is a different beast, I guess. Like, it's not just a couple of video games that have a beginning and an end. They're just constantly going. So I don't know. I will ramble on. So just stop me whenever you need to. Yeah. I just wanted Max. Yeah. That happened with a whole bunch of. That happened with a bunch of characters where I was just like, wait a second, they're not in the set, but they have a crappy generic version of them, but with the art from that character. Yeah. And I feel like that all comes down to Spider-Man is such a weird property with Marvel and licenses because, like, Fox really messes everything up. Fox has been messing things up since the original Spider-Man movie. Like, and yeah, they're just like, we don't want to give up our Spider-Man. Make another Spider-Man movie, so we re-up our contract. And then, like, so many characters. Yeah. There's Yeah, they still don't own the live action stuff. Yeah, but like, there's still weird things with like Kingpin and certain like side characters and stuff that aren't allowed to show up in like movies and aren't allowed to show up here or show up there, even though like Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain and is nowhere. That's where they premiered. That's no Kingpin, but we don't see all the things in between. Yeah. But nobody else does it. That's the thing I have to remember when I get upset about it. Like, it's me coming from that fandom and 30 years of comic book reading where I'm just like, you didn't put this tiny thing in here that makes me happy. Like, who cares what I care about? Like, when it's, as long as those things that everybody knows about aren't missing, I just feel like it will work. Like, so many people's first experiences with comic books were Spider-Man movies. Like, a good portion, like, the normal nerds, I guess. We had the nerds that were kind of led into everything, and then we had our stuff became pop culture-y, and then everybody else learned about it. Now I can talk about Thanos with my grandmother, which is really weird. Like, yeah, like, I look back and I'm like, I couldn't talk about any of this stuff with my parents or my family like years ago, and now at least I can talk to strangers about something. Like, I'm at my partner's work meeting or bank party, and I'm just like, oh, I actually can talk to these people about something. What Marvel movies have you watched recently? Oh yeah. Those cartoons were all great. That giant Galactus helmet back there is killing me back there. Reversal. I just sit there, I'm like, I see Galactus just hanging out back there. I was like, did you decapitate the Herald? It is humongous. Is that the head of the toy? Of the figure? Or is that a popcorn? Okay. It's humongous. If I ever wondered what it was like to fill somebody's head with popcorn. I shall fill your head with popcorns. Can I complain about a card? I've been waiting to complain about this card for such a long time now. Spider-Verse. I don't understand why it's red. I don't know why it's making clones of Spider-Man. I don't. I hate it. I hate everything about it. uh, like, like usually, blue is the clone card. Red makes like copies that appear and then disappear, and like, it's just weird to me. Yeah, I just it bothers me for the fact that like all the Spider-Men are different. Like, it's not like the legendary rule exists for the Spider-Verse. Like, so yeah. It's just me going, damn spiders! Yeah. Yeah, because how often... Yeah, and you would be just making clones of spider people that you could have just put extra spider people in your deck. Which would be the Spider-Verse. I've been waiting to complain about it for weeks now. I don't know why it makes me so angry. Like, I love making clones of things. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. That's the other thing, too. Like, I wish we would just get sets where it's not just all outlaws and not all detectives and not all spiders. Because now I'm just like, is there some kind of plane where there's like a heavy spider theme that exists in the Magic universe? And the magic within? Since, I mean, there is an spider now. I will say that the art is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. But that's what happens. That's what they get. Somebody should have stopped that from happening so we didn't have to do this. Now, if this was a 300 card set, we could. That's the. Flem is not a Spider-Man character. Flem is the Green Goblin, but the magic version. Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Punk I was. Spider-Punk is very on theme for everything that I would imagine Spider-Punk should do. You found Flem. I was excited that think I'm gonna end up just making like basically my own commander decks. Just make a Spider-Verse Spider-Man deck and make a Sinister Six deck to go against it. Like, I'm excited about Norman Osborn. I'm excited. He's a Grixis princess, and it brings back one of my favorite mechanics. Like, I love Connive. I'm excited that Connive is back. And, like, it's perfect for henchmen and villains. I was like, they should all have Connive all the time. And Mayhem is basically just a version of what's that other ability? Discarding things. Oh no, I can't remember. Madness. There we go. We got there. I just. I don't think it makes sense at all. I think it's just the Assassin's Creed ability. The free running, basically. It's kind of, yeah, like, I don't know, it does, yeah, I mean, you can use it to your advantage, but you'd have to build around it, I feel like. I don't know, it's kind of like ninjutsu, I guess. Like, looking at it again. I'll see how I like it when I use it. I know, sometimes I'm like sometimes before you use something, I'm just like, this isn't gonna work. And then after I use it, I'm like, oh, damn it. I shouldn't have said anything. I feel like I should not have complained about this. I do. Yeah, I could see that. Well, still, Spider-Man flying still makes me angry. Damn flying Spider-Man. Yes, he flies through the cities very fast on his webs, but he's not flying. If I throw him up in the sky, he's gonna fall right back down. Like... But if you could, that would change things. You could always break things. Why is Miles just mild? Why is he just green? I don't understand. Still, why is he just green? Science! I was also kind of disappointed with the alternate arts. I wanted to see Marvel art as well, but the layouts on some of them are just It's just so bad. It makes me sad. Like, yeah, some of the Final Fantasy ones were bad. Yeah, that's what I always look at everything. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah. It's just so off. Like, I'm just sitting here looking at it and I'm just like getting angry about it. Like, I guess I expected certain things, and yeah, just if I, yeah, I just hate when I could do a better layout. I'm just like, I was like, I'm terrible. I should not be. I should be able to say that. I don't like them either. I don't know. Like, I want to. Like, I'm sitting here looking at the death of Gwen Stacy, and I like the original or the magic art for it better than the alternate art. And it's weird because it's a lot of like comic book artists that I read so many comic books by, and I'm just like, like, yeah, like I would have liked to see like magic like painted art of these instead, like of trying to cut and paste comic book art together. Yeah, it reminds me. Yeah, it reminds me of the old Kamigawa split cards where you flip them upside down and like there's the small art on one side and then you flip it and there's the tiny art on the other side and I'm like, no, I don't like. I want to see like full art. Just I want it to be on display. Like I, the card is already tiny. It's not like. Yeah. We're talking about the pigeon or the bagel that's not doesn't have enough cream cheese on it. And there are a lot of cards that are like on flavor. There's silly cards like Electro that are just really freaking good. That and it does what I would imagine Electro would do. See, it seems yeah, the mono red 1 for 3, and that's got flying, and your mana doesn't go away, and you get extra mana if you're casting spells. Like, how many more words can we fit in this box? Let's see. uh, let's see here. But then there's like characters that I guess I just assumed would get like rare cards and stuff, like Hobgoblin. It's just an uncommon that kind of just does generic. I guess he is the generic goblin of the goblin family. Yeah. Like, he's a 1-2. Like, and then you have, like, Mary Jane Watson, who's, like, a 2-3, and I'm just like, what? What's happening here? I mean, if you're sleeping with Spider-Man, I guess you gotta get strong eventually. So, and then, like, the superior foes of Spider-Man, they're all just tacked onto a card. It's, except for Beetle got her own. Yeah. Yeah. But they're like, taxi driver, get us taxi driver. And then taxi driver is a pilot that doesn't even have the pilot ability. It is a 3-1, so he's just hitting people with his car. Like, yeah, he's doing the opposite of piloting. He's just running into shit. Like, J. Jonah Jameson does exactly what J. Jonah Jameson should do. Like, I like it when the card tells a story, and you can tell that, like, a good portion of the set had cards already designed, and then they were like, ah, shit, we gotta fill some stuff. Yeah. Or, like, I guess we gotta put some generic things in here, which I get. That's fine. Yeah! Why is it not 6 mana? Everything else is 6 on the card. Everything. like, like the. Yeah, like, something like, yeah, because that's just, I don't know, that wrote itself for you. Like, you didn't even have to do any work that day. You just came in and was like, oh, behold the Sinister Six, 6 mana, brings back 6 creatures. Sweet. Give me another card. Yeah. I'm gonna draw the picture for it. I have time. Yeah. Why is it just a Thopter? They're just drones. Oh, yeah, you cut out. We just didn't know it. Is there no... Okay, there is a lizard. I was gonna say, there's a lot of other lizards here. I was like, there better be a lizard card. That would be just stupid. See, that made me kind of sad that Firestar and Iceman did not make it into the set. They're his amazing friends. Amazing wizards. They're amazing friends. Are we gonna get a... Wizards just like, we can't make that many sets. It would be so, yeah, it wouldn't work. But I feel like they should have just started out. Spider Verse should have just been a creature type instead of spider. That would have saved a whole entire problem of like, now all these spiders are going to combine with my spider deck and just cause havoc everywhere. uh, what is up with Sand Elemental? What is Sandman in their creature text is sand as a creature type? Which I get that Sandman can control like his very molecule down to the finest, to 1 grain, but why is Sand Warrior not a sand elemental? Sand, it is. Because technically, yeah, like, see, I would take him just as I would have put elemental, like, yeah, like sand is so weird because now I can pick the creature type sand. And is it sand element? Yeah, is it sand elemental or is it sand as a creature? Yeah. No, no, we don't have any. Yeah, yeah, like the actual creature type on the baseline is, yeah, sand. He should count as a desert. Yeah. Guess what? Sand is land. Why is he not tapping for colorless mana, goddammit? Why is he not colorless? Why is he green? Yeah. And then we have the radioactive spider that goes and gets another spider, but has death touch and reach, but if it bites somebody else, they should become Spider-Man, right? I don't know. How to get feisty about the dumbest things. I, I do like Parker Luck. That must make me laugh. I was like, yep, this is about right. Everything is just going wrong. I wish Maximum Carnage did. Let's see here. Let me get my... the amount of cats. Why is Black Cat not a cat? No. No. Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah. See, that was the one reason why I assume that, like, Miles is just green, because the spider totems. I don't know. I'm glad that the Jackal does what I wanted the Jackal to do. Like, I guess expected most of the cloning stuff in the set. Like, I could see Spider Verse being the Clone Saga instead. I don't know. Some of the sagas just seem they're not super powerful, or at least they're not like Maximum Carnage. I guess I just assumed. I wanted more carnage. I wanted more violence. Like, yeah, yeah. Two mana commanders are very easy to just keep casting out over and over again. Like, you don't even care if it dies the first time. I will. Yeah, you get to cast your commander once. They've cast theirs like 4 times. They've died 4 times, 3 times. It just keeps coming out. You're just like, well, guess what? I almost have enough to cast mine. That is true. Uh, I will say that Spider Woman does disappoint me greatly. I don't know. It makes me. Yeah. She's a Zorius. She's just a stacks piece that does. She's just Thalia, like, with blue. It can fly. Like, I love stacksing things, but like I always build like whatever commander I'm cosplaying, and I was cosplaying Spider Woman, and I'm like, I don't want to build this. I was like, it's just gonna be a stack. Like, I mean, it can be whatever I want it to be, but it's still just gonna be tapping things in when they come back in to play, which uh, I kind of see, like, she's a spy. She worked for Hydra. She worked for Shield. Like, there's so much more to Spider Woman. She's yes. She's just like, hey, you don't get to use these things. Sorry. Yeah, 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 yeah. Instead, she gets to babysit. She could throw this one green and white human baby token. Baby. And I still don't know what card I am just played. I have to look at it like 3 more times. Like, I don't know what this is. What did I put here? I don't know. I was excited. I'm glad we got Superior Spider-Man. I really wish that Superior Spider-Man did different things. Like, he's in Demir. Like, I was excited that we got a Dr. Octopus Spider-Man, but he's just silly. Like, he just makes a clone of himself, which is... Yeah, he's copying the Peter Parker, mind swap. Like, like experience my superior Velgavoth man. Dun, dun, dun. He should have freaking like first strike, or like he's got extra arms. I'm sitting here looking back through everything. Yeah, nice coming out that weekend. It's gonna be a mess. Carnage disappointed me too. I guess I expected more from him. And reanimating. I mean, he has done that. Yeah, like he's reanimated things in comic storylines, but that's not like a main thing he does. I don't know. Yeah, just like Hate Bear style. Yeah, yeah, he would be like, I could see it. Yeah, even hurting you as well as your opponents. Like, he does not give any craps about whether or not I summoned him. And Dr. Octopus and his huge, like, he costs 7, which for a 4/8, which is super weird to me too. Like, yeah, like for that amount of mana in this day and time, like, yeah, give me an 8/8, not a 4/8. Uh, yeah, like there's just yeah something. It's just like, I'm gonna give you guys +2/+2. Yeah, he's like, you know what? He's like, I don't need to be a 6/8. He's like, I just want to be a 4/8. Everybody else can have +2/+2. I don't even want to have 8/8. Yeah. even evil inventor Doc Ock makes more sense. 8-8 makes 8-8 robot villains. There we go. Octobots everywhere. Like... if anything, like, when the villains all get together, they should just give each other... he should be giving everybody -2, -2, because they just all start fucking up and lighting each other on fire and electrocuting each other. Yeah, because... Spider-Man. I did forget that they put Spider-Mobile in here. That is... I am excited about. 3-3 Spider-Mobile. Yeah. They could have been much cooler. Do they have... and of all the Spider-Man... and no flying, which is really super weird to me. Like, of all the Spider-Men that can basically fly or glide, like, Spider-Woman can glide, but, like, yeah. I am excited about Living Brain. Living Brain was exciting. It's so stupid. But it's a robot villain. But then we have things like Silvermane is just a mechanical mobster. Yeah. In News Helicopter, you living bean. It is. It's what. Yeah, we did get Spider Slayers, which is pretty cool. Hot dog cart. Wish I could throw that at people. I said I wish I could throw hot dog cart at somebody. That it was an equipment as well as a food token. Like, I will throw this at people. Yeah, Dr. Octopus's tentacles. Yeah, you're just disappointing. So weird that they're... Yeah, like, not only that, you could have used Steel Wrecking Ball for the freaking Wrecking Crew when they show up eventually. They're like, we could reprint this. I think I hit somebody with one at some point. Juggernaut. So, what stops... He's like, I don't know how sand works. I'm just gonna swing this ball at it. Wait a second, the ball's just going through the sand. I don't know. Is it a creature? I don't know. Subway train, which is, interestingly enough, a vehicle. A vehicle that is just on a track that can only go straight. So if you run in front of it, it's a 3-1. That's your own fault. But this helicopter, it's not... You can't control the helicopter. I don't know. this that's so weird. And it takes two people to control this subway car train, but the helicopter makes a human. Like, people are making humans on this helicopter. Apparently. It's like, human citizen. Green, white human citizens. And then we have passenger ferry, which is also a vehicle. So what changed? What made the news helicopter not? They were like, this is from our mask game that we were gonna make. Like, and what changes it to where it's an equipment? Rocket-powered goblin glider is an equipment. We have 3 different kinds of artifacts that all do basically the same. You could ride them, but they all do different things. Yeah. Not anymore. Phyrexia news. Start thinking about it all. Nothing makes sense. Like, I know that they had to put, like, generic, like, human things. Yeah, like, parts of it make me really happy. Oh, yeah. I love getting magic artists doing... Shadow of the Goblin. Yeah, that's the cool thing. I think that's why I get excited about the new art, is that I get new art from people of characters that I enjoy, whereas, like, the older art, I'm like, I've seen this comic book art over and over and over and over again. It's like, this image, Web slinging. Yeah. That many? I do like Villainous Wrath is a really good board wipe. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control, then destroy all creatures for 5 mana. Quit making so many creatures, people, and I will stop punishing you for it. Every time. Okay, so Parker Luck does make me very happy. There's a 3 mana enchantment at the beginning of your end step. 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to their mana value of the card revealed by the other player, and then they put that card into their hand. Yeah, I'm gonna force people to do that. Yeah. Man-wolf. Yeah, like, he could have been even... why is he a pilot? Did they at least give him pilot? That has nothing to do. He went to all that schooling to become an astronaut just to draw me a card. Now, Venomized Cat. That's where I'm at right there. That's my favorite creature. I did not see Venomized Cat coming, and he is adorable. And he does what I would expect a Venomized Cat to do over what a Spider Woman would do. I was like, yep, Death Touch, mill cards, okay. A 2/3, yep. I know, I'm gonna be like, all my stuff is coming into play tabbed. Yeah, for 2 mana, that's a lot of mana for that. They're like, ooh. Yeah, well, that's like, it's not a draft set, so like, I feel like pre-release is gonna be a clusterfuck. Like, yeah, like, I've seen what happens when we play decks and things that are too similar to each other, and nobody has the removal, and nobody has a way to shut the game down, and everybody's just kind of bouncing off each other, and that's not fun. Like, I feel like, well, not only that, you don't even have like these extra cards that are like the starter set cards. Like, these are all the cards you have. Sometimes that be how it is. And then I was hoping Agent Venom would be much cooler than Agent Venom is. Just does generic thingies. I mean, it does things that I like. I like things dying and me getting cards and stuff, but like, do I need more versions of things that do those things is the question. Yeah, I'm like, okay. I guess. Mysterio seems pretty fun. They're like, stop making clones of things over here. But I want to. I do like Spider-Man No More. Just makes Peter Parker, or makes the creature just a citizen, a 1/1 citizen that has no abilities. Legitimate business person, which would not be Peter Parker. This is how it is now. Reversal says no. Out. It's too many. I wish Chameleon could recast himself. Like, Chameleon comes into play, becomes a copy of whatever creature. Still Chameleon, but Chameleon's always switching out its disguise so many times. Just in one episode or one comic book. Not just once. Yeah, but that's a lot of work. I thought so, but I didn't see them when I was going through here. See, that's weird that it's in white. Yeah, like, whoever is using the web shooters should be the difference between the color. Not, like, you could give it to anybody. Like, I would make terrible decisions with it. Like, it would go from being white to being black very fast. I would also probably just stick myself to a wall or something, but... The only other thing, this is another silly thing, is like we have Amazing Spider-Man and we have Peter Parker and he flips over into Spider-Man and we have Amazing Spider-Man. Why do we not have? I want all the other Spider-Mans. It's almost all of them, but like they made well, they could have put like a different Spider-Man on every different version. Did they? What is it? Spectacular, amazing. Is there astonishing? Do we have astonishing Spider-Man? Do we have a web of Spider-Man? Do we have Spider-Man Unlimited? Now I'm just naming Spider-Man comics. I want... Yeah, web shield, web... There's all sorts of web things. Web hammer, web... They're like, we don't need a web shield. That's only appeared in a whole bunch of Spider-Man comics. We need a living helicopter. Helicopter that poops out peoples. And where's my one more day? Did we get a one more day card? There was a storyline, One More Day, that was. uh, it changed the whole entire Spider-Man universe for years and years and years. Give me your food. It would have been wonderful. I would have put all the bad things in. Been like it would have been a demonic consultation with Mary Jane and Mephisto. I would have. I would have. I would have just been pissing people off left and right. I would have been grabbing storylines that just made people angry and making cards out of them. Then you stopped reading. The funny thing is, ugh, God, that was awful. The one when Norman Osborn's children that he had with Gwen Stacy. Ugh, that. It was not only ridiculous, but it was just fucked up. I was like, I don't know what's happening, and I don't like this. Yeah, it's true. Timeline. Wait, are we at Spider-Man 2099 now? Is that where we are currently in the timeline? Corporations are in control. Excellent. I do like some of the artwork that they did use for these alternate cards. Yeah. 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 See, that's the thing too. Are we? I'm like, what other are we gonna get more Spider-Man stuff later on? We didn't get a Null, which is really weird to me. That we get Grendel, but his freaking dragon, but we didn't get Null. Yeah, we got his Grendel, the spawn of Null, dragon spider symbiote thing, but we didn't get Null. But we did get Skitherix as Venom after he kills Null and becomes. Yeah. I wish they would have redone that artwork with a magic artist instead. Like I kind of wish that's what happened with a lot of the comic book art, and then they did like the opposite and had comic book artists come and do like new art. Switch it up. Have them. They didn't, but they should have. I love villainous choice. Yeah. And bringing back, like, I do. It's so silly. I love it. I love making people make terrible choices. Stupid Vivi. We can't be trusted is what the problem is most of the time. Like, no magic card should be free. Like, they should not ever cast things for free. They shouldn't do things for free. Like, it just doesn't work. There's gonna be something that breaks it. Yeah, and then they're like, how did this get broken? I'm like, you should put no mana cost on it, you weirdo. Like, yeah, you did. You forgot to put the rest of the text on there. Yeah, they had to start doing that to so many things because we can't be trusted with things. And I'm like, this. I hate this. Once her turn. And so many times so many of us will read to the point where we almost got done reading the rules text and then we didn't, and we're like, oh, we can only do that once. Be like, yes, because you would know that if you finish reading it. Yeah, I read the things I like to know. Connives, you lose a bunch of life? Cool. Wait, I lose life too? Oh. Disappointing. Okay, this is terrible. Yeah. Like, back in the day, that was a problem. Like, 5-color things were harder to cast, but I feel like it's so easy to cast with treasures and things now with 5 colors. Like, Joda is always a problem. Like, any Joda player tells you that Joda is not going to be a problem, and that it's a different kind of Joda deck. Any of those kind of things. It never is. Like, they're like, this is just normal Cosmic Spider-Man. Okay. Like, yeah. Yeah. That is where this is too much Spider-Mans. Too many Spider-Mans. That's the nice thing about the bonus sheets, is that, like, when I do want to keep, like, my Universe Beyond sets together when I make decks and keep things themed together, I can use those cards, like Relentless Assault and Shock and stuff, and fill in gaps with Spider-Man artwork to fill in the Spider-Man decks. To tell you the truth, the helicopter. It's definitely, yeah, like, he's like, take Kingpin out. He's like, put helicopter in. Null? No, we don't need Null. Helicopter. Oh, magic. You're so silly. Even... See, even Spider-Rex understands how numbers work. Spider-Rex has 6 mana, is a 6/6, so he's just like a Colossal Dreadmaw. It has Reach, Trample, and Ward too. Like, he's reaching with his 2 arms, he's using Ward 2 with his 2 arms, he's using Trample with his 2 arms. He's from Earth 6/6. Like, yes. Like, Dr. Octopus, guess what? 8 people. 8. I like it when it's a new power and they're just like, yeah, they don't need to know what this does. I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah. I was like, ugh. I deal with this anyway. I don't want to deal with this in the card game world. I'd rather deal with Radioactive Spider or Sandman. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Wizards doesn't know what people are playing or what's going on. Like, they are 3 or 4 years ahead making sets, but they kind of just, they're in the future somewhere and they don't care what's going on in the past. They're like, eh. They are. They're like, did we make a Najeela already? We like, and be like, I just built this 5-color commander. I've never heard of Najeela. Oh no, we've been reprinting that. Like, there's some good ones here. Heroic Intervention. I wish they, like, it's the original Amazing Fantasy artwork. Like, why didn't you make it so it fits in the card? And why? Okay, I'm not gonna. Like, some of the artwork looks really, really great. Like, and so I think it's a lot of the older artwork that's not in like a very high definition doesn't look great when it's on a card. I don't know. Like, the Final Fantasy ones, like, some of them are just awful looking. Like, Human Citizen. Yeah, nobody's ever used that card ever, and I love that it has cat artwork on it, and it doesn't do anything that I need to do ever. I'm very excited about Mayhem and clones. I'm getting a bunch of new clone cards for my bear deck, so like there's lots of cards to fill in. A lot of my decks are getting new stuff, so that's always a positive. And getting to actually, yeah, that one does look really good. Yep. Like, I'm on a roll. Oh, Parallel Lives. There are some good reprints. The only thing I really do want to make a hero and a villain deck, but without there being like a 5-color villain or a villain that's in most of the same colors. It's not going to be possible, because even like the Sinister Six, that's what Dr. Octopus should have some way that you can have any kind of villain character in the deck, like no matter what the color is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, or weirdly, every time when one creature comes out, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and when another one comes out, it gets 2+2/+2, then +3/+3/+3, and it just keeps going. Yeah, even. And instead of doing just like a generic villain slash hero thing, like it could have just been Sinister Six, and you could partner them together. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like hero and villain is just so weird to me, because how many other stories have we participated in, like villain and heroes that are in all these other like planes, and only Marvel stuff are heroes and villains. Everybody else, it's questionable. Oh, yeah. Did you go turn on the air conditioner, Barbie? You're ridiculous. She's like, I need this. You don't understand. She's all sorts of feisty. All sorts of feisty about it. She's like, they canceled our Spider-Man order. Now we got no Spider-Man. What am I gonna do? It's sad. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm just like, well, whatever happens, happens. Rhino, You do. What? Like, you didn't lie to me. I shall say good. That is not an option. Wizards, I want more sand. I want more sand creatures. That's what I want. I want more sand and helicopters. I demand that all helicopters from now on in Magic games make humans. They're at war with the spider plane that's somewhere out there in the Magic universe. The helicopter constructs are slowly invading into the Earth 616. Helithopter? Look at this helithopter I invented. They're just like... I have my Leonardo da Vinci deck that I still have not finished. That was just going to be Thopters. I need more Thopters. This copter is one more Thopter. You're gonna regret that. You're gonna forget about it, and then I'm gonna show up to a stream with my helicopter deck. Be like, remember when you said I could use this as a commander? Everybody just pick a random magic card as your commander. It doesn't matter what it is. Instant sorcery equipment. Like, wait a second, these things, they work together. It is always a good feeling when you do figure something out in Magic. I remember when I was a kid, like just playing with new cards and like getting that figuring out an interaction yourself, and you're just like, wait a second, that's pretty cool. And like you said, we've experienced a lot more Magic than normal people do, so when we get feisty about things, like most of the time it's just because we've seen these things. Like, it's not new to us a lot of the times. Like, we've put a lot of time and effort into this, so we've seen these cards, and most likely we've seen cards that do sort of what these cards do, so... What the fuck does this do? It's a wall of text on here. You're gonna be like, yes. Get it out of our game. Quit ruining our game. Yeah, go ruin that. Yeah. Pikachus. Some monsters that fit in your pockets. Look, there's only one of these. Go get this. Leave. Hey. They do need to go down because it's first and foremost a game, and if nobody can get the cards, that kind of causes a problem. Yeah, like, yeah. It's like when you go to a concert and somebody's bought all the tickets and you're just sitting there by yourself, and you're just like, oh, they must have scalped all the rest of these tickets. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hang out at this concert by myself. Which is not always a terrible thing, but... but I can't play Magic by myself. Yeah. No, you have to do it separately. It's dumb. Like, I found that out the other night when I went to go set. They were like, yeah, we have to do it separately. I was like, oh. I was like, I just assumed it was just doing it. I was like, it doesn't just do things. Go here somewhere. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.